Okay, everybody, welcome back. I know video number 2, episode 2, I'm still talking to myself, and that's okay. I have to keep my glasses on because I have notes this time so I can stay on track, and I'm blind. I can't see. Plus, I realize how big my nose is without my glasses, so I'm going to keep it on. I'm going to try to keep my head down like this, or maybe do this. That helps. Okay, topic 2. Very controversial probably for a lot of people. Black Atheist, that's the title. I identify as an atheist. I am atheist. So just a little research. I like to start on my episodes with research. That's what I'm going to do so that you guys understand where my thinking comes from. So, according to Google, the definition of an atheist is a person who disbelieves or lacks belief in the existence of God or gods. That's me. I am very into mental health and psychology, so I do subscribe to periodicals in the psychology community, one of them being psychnet.org. It's free, and there's an article about Black atheists that I found on there, and just a little bit of stuff I learned from the article was Black atheists often feel forced to hide their beliefs, resulting in significant harm, rejection, and very high rates of depression. Personal experience, my husband told me don't tell his mother I'm an atheist, and I was like, why? I've never come out and tell her that I'm an atheist, or that I don't believe in God. And when she starts to try to speak to me about God, I do the polite thing and just, and when it comes time to blessing the food, I don't close my eyes or bow my head. I respectfully stay in silence so that everybody else can enjoy the moment. I have been talked to the ends of the earth, from Black people, Hispanic people, white people, only Christians, about why me being an atheist is such a terrible thing. And I feel like atheists don't go around trying to convert religious people to be atheists, but I feel like religious people often try to convert atheists into believing whatever they believe very, very aggressively, by force. The Crusades. So, and especially in America, I'm only speaking for America. My international travels are very low, so I'm only speaking as a Black woman living in America on the East Coast. The media often depicts Black Americans as overly Christian, very religious, God first, family second type people. The Medea movies are riddled and put God first. All these relationship TV shows showing Black people as God, 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 God. Christianity. I don't see them pushing Black people as a nation of Islam or Muslim or Jewish. It's just Christian, 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 Christian when showing Black people in the media. So, we're all surrounded by it. Little bit of Googling. There's quite a few Black atheists, and I tend to see that the Black people that have some kind of celebrity, I'm not talking like movie stars, I'm talking about authors, civil rights activists, tend to be atheists. They weren't raised that way. They decided as an adult to be an atheist. Just to name a few: James Baldwin, Zora Neale Hurston, Ernie Chambers, James Foreman, and my favorite, W.E. Du Bois, founder of the NAACP. There's an article, if you guys have time and you're interested in learning about why the growing number of Black people are becoming atheists. There's an article on psych.net. You don't believe in God, you ain't Black. That's the title of the article, and it speaks. Moving on to the next topic, my decision why I chose to be an atheist. So, little backstory: my mother's family converted to Jehovah's Witness. They were converted by missionaries. back in the day, my mother grew up Jehovah's Witness, born Jehovah's Witness, and I don't hear good things about it. My mother's no longer Jehovah's Witness, but all her childhood stories seem to be rooted in trauma. When talking about it, I rarely hear anything positive about her experience with being a Jehovah's Witness in the South and in the North with her parents. It just seems very sad when she talks about it. I've never pushed her to talk to me more about it, but that's just the feeling I get. It's not a positive experience when she talks about it. Just how it's expressed to me and how I take it is not positive. I came to that decision on my own to be an atheist based on research. I grew up in an era where the internet was starting to become a thing. So, I started with, books in the library, which didn't really teach me anything. But once the internet became a thing, just Googling and researching the history of blacks in this country and the role that religion played in it as far as a means to control slaves, it just didn't speak to me. As far as Christianity, it didn't speak to me at all. It didn't. To me, it was just the religion of the oppressors, and I don't understand why in 2022 going on 2023 as a Black American you would choose to continue that unless it spoke to you different and there's something I'm missing that I just didn't get. To quote Chris Rock, if you're a Black Christian, you have a really short memory, and that's exactly how I feel. Another quote I got from pro-Black atheist people is that Black Christians tend to have a God complex, and what I mean by that is God is master. I hear that a lot, like, you obey God, and all of these words of control and obey just seem to me mimic slavery. The Black American still craving to be enslaved and just substituted master for Jesus. That's how I feel. It's just too many holes for me. I've had conversations with people who are very, very into Christianity, and they can't answer these questions for me. And I've asked them to, respectfully, like, if you don't know the answers, go back to your church leaders and get the answers. And they spit out the same answers that they give me. It's just too many holes. How could the universe and the Big Bang Theory create all this? God created this. And the number one question is, who created God? If you're telling me that the Big Bang Theory is not possible for all this, it's just too many coincidences. It had to be, there's some architect that put all of this together, and the architect is God. Then where did God come from? And you know what they tell me? He's always been. That to me is not logical. I'm a very logical and reasonable person, and for a lot of people that answer is sufficient, but it's not for me. It's not enough to change me. As far as being an atheist, and other atheists I speak to, mostly Black atheists, we're okay with our decision, and we're not craving anything else, and we don't push our atheism on other people. I don't allow my belief or non-belief to bleed over into somebody else's life. But I do demand respect when I'm in my home. So, for example, if we are sharing a meal together and you would like to bless the food, if you're in my home, I request that you bless the food silently. You could put your head down, do whatever you need to do, and we could get together and break bread and kiki and laugh or whatever. But to sit there and, okay, everybody, let's hold hands. Who's going to say great? Not in my house. If I'm in your house and that's what you want to do, go right ahead. I will hold hands with you, but I'm not bowing my head, and I'm not, because that's what you need. You understand? I don't need that. If you need that and I'm in your home, I will respect your home, but I'm not going to force you not to believe. Don't force me to believe. That, that's how I feel. If I'm going to burn in hell, that's my soul to burn, not yours. I'm not going to say you're going to lay in a coffin in the abyss and be alone. I don't go around telling people that, because, I believe once you're gone, you're gone. I do believe that you go back to the earth and you're going to go into the ground and you're going to grow a flower and somebody's going to eat you and they're going to grow and they're going to poop you out and the cycle continues. I don't go around saying that when you die, it's a black void and there's nothing else. But I'm constantly being told, well, aren't you worried about your soul? No, I'm not. You are, and I don't understand why you are, but I'm not. I don't understand because there's nobody I have met to get me to the level of logic and understanding that science does for me. What's next? I kept these notes so I can stay on track. Okay. Spoke about Christianity. Another religion that I looked into is because my father dibble and dabble in it when he was around, and what I can remember was the Nation of Islam, which is extremely pro-black, which I love, because I'm very pro-black. There was a lot of holes, a lot of conspiracies, but the number one no-no for me was their affiliation with Scientology. Just couldn't do it. I was like, oh no, this is not for me. I'm not even going to talk about Scientology because I'm not the right color to talk about Scientology, since they just now recently started embracing people of color. So that wasn't even something I researched. I saw the couple of documentaries from that actress, and that was good for me, the former Scientologist. I did look into Buddhism. There's a growing number of black Buddhists, but I still tend to find that not co-aligned, not for me being a feminist. I found it very sexist and I didn't like that. I've yet to find a religion that fits with me being pro-black and a feminist. All right, thank you for watching my video on the Black Atheist, and I just want to have this little closing statement that I think really sums up how I feel about being a Black atheist, and my decision to do it is I enjoy living free from the shackles and limitation of religion and irrational beliefs. I don't need to accept dogma, and I'll continue to seek truth and morality through reason and evidence. Sums it up perfectly. I'm a good person. I have moral character. I didn't have to seek it from a church. I know right from wrong. I can make my own decisions. I'm happy. I'm healthy. I'm raising two people that I hope will be good people when they grow up. I'll give them all the tools they need to be successful. And also, everybody check out my blog. Today was the Church of Weed. I talked about New Birth Church with Pastor Jamal Bryant and his idea to use his 5,000 plus acres of land that belongs to the church to start teaching black men how to farm and sell weed. It's my views and opinions. I give a objective perspective because I am a Black atheist and I don't hold the church in such high regard. So I hope you check it out. I will try to be more consistent with the videos when I'm learning how to do this. Yesterday was a mess. I recorded 4 long, beautiful videos and somehow it didn't work out. Thank you, everybody, and I'll see you tomorrow where the topic will be marriage. It's complicated. Bye.